For me, what I'm currently like looking at is there sims that satisfy me in every aspect? Is there content, and how's the platform, online platform, and things like that? And there isn't a good simulator that I want to like invest money in. There's like also lacking features in Automobilista, which I don't like. I would really want to see things like driver swaps, so that you can do like endurance races and things like that. Maybe increase the lobbies to in multiplayer to something like 40 cars, so you can do multi-class with 20 and 20 cars. I just don't see any like in the near future that there's gonna be like a good simulator. And with simulator I mean more like a good platform, good game. Because like in simulation department, most of these games are doing, like all of these games basically are doing good enough job. Be it AMS or ACC or now LMU, all of them are good simulators, but yeah, the platforms are just like, why is ACC the only one alternative that has driver swaps currently on the market? Like, besides iRacing, like it's just baffling to me that that's not a feature like in every game basically. Also, how long we had to wait for AMS2 to have like good multiplayer ecosystem right now. And even then, like, I hate how the rolling starts are and things like that. It just takes so long to implement these and update these features and game in general. Like, I mean, maybe AC EVO is gonna be the perfect game, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be. It's not gonna be soon, that's for sure. But that would be great if the driver swaps would come out, like, because it just drives like communities to stick together, to like tell your friend, hey, come join me. I'm going to drive like this weekend. There's this race, endurance, wanna come, right? And it brings the player numbers up quite a bit that way. And with LMU again, like, it's almost it's a good sim. Like, it's developing into a good platform currently, but it has 10 tracks, right? If you compare to content with AMS or even ACC, especially track-wise, it's just like, it's so annoying that it has only 10 tracks, and they haven't like spoken what could be like the future when they finish. What is it now? Qatar, like Bahrain, Qatar. They need to implement now. Is the last track from the WEC circuit, right? It's just, if you could combine like AMS2 content with something like ACC physics and force feedback and things like that, with ACC driver swaps. I mean, they are not perfect though, ACC driver swaps, but I mean, at least they are there, right? But I guess you could say like LMU, if they implement them correctly, then LMU driver swaps, and you have like perfect game. I am interested in LMU. I could switch to that game, but driving 10 tracks can get pretty boring, like fast. The one thing right now that I would want them to fix is the starting procedure in this game. Like, it's just complete mess. Especially if you start like from the pole or even the second position, the way you can get mugged easily on the start. Basically, they just jump start you, and there's nothing you can do. All the bugs, the stuck lobby bugs. If I go in here and I want to change, I can't change the pressures, right? I need to. The only way that I can set up pressures is before the race in the strategy section. So that's another thing that's like kind of missing. In my opinion, maybe it shouldn't be that hard to implement stuff like that, but at the same time, right? If it's not here already, maybe there is some kind of barrier that they can't, for some reason, haven't implemented it yet. Because it's kind of obvious to be able to change pressures, right? Mid-race. It's popular because it's a good platform. Many companies, Race or whoever, Kunos, it's just like, they make good simulators, but just completely forget about that they also are making a platform, a video game, right, at the end of the day. I am kind of hoping that the AC EVO is gonna maybe eventually gonna get there. It sounds like they want to make a good platform. One thing is saying that, but the other is like, can they actually make it? Nobody knows about transport. That thing is that I don't think that thing is gonna take off. It's basically dead on arrival, in my opinion. Because in a sense, you can't make just a good sim without like any kind of like major feature in terms of, I don't know, content or how you host or single player feature, whatever. At least one thing needs to be like special about it, because there is competition right now between titles. It's not like 2008 when there's like one game, Live for Speed, and and that's it. To be honest, the competition is kind of tough for them right now. It's like, it's such an obvious that there is a winning formula. How can you like basically beat your competition? But it's like nobody is taking like opportunity. In my opinion, it's so obvious how you can make like a basically simulator that dominates the market. Obviously, it's not simple from the actually doing it, from programming it and making it. It looks like iRacing is gonna be king for a long time. Yeah, that's for sure. Because every other like game is like making the same mistakes, in my opinion. They focus so much on the I understand physics are important, but they focus so much on the physics that they forget about like almost everything else. I mean, it is important, obviously, you can't forget about physics, but at the end of the day, there needs to be like, it needs to be a good platform, good UI. Almost every simulator UI is trash because like it feels like nobody gives a shit to make a good UI in its in games.